All right, good day. We're going to work on the first assignment right now. So I'm just going to walk you through the first assignment. This is somewhat of a challenging assignment for some people, but it teaches you a lot of good fundamentals. So I think it's a really important assignment to do right. If you don't do it right, I'm going to ask you to fix it, and we'll kind of go from there. So basically, I have my Chromebook open next to me that has all the directions for this assignment. So that's a nice thing that you have your Chromebook and then you have the computer. Sometimes you can just set them next to each other, or you could put the assignment details right next to it. So this is CAD number 1 assignment. It's on the CAD website that I have, saugatuckIA.com. It's a level 1 assignment. It's the first one. It's called CAD 1 Cartesian. So Cartesian is the system that we use the coordinate system that we use in algebra. We use it in trig, geometry. We just use this system to death, right? Then that's how our machines all operate. There's hundreds of machines that run off this system, so it's really important to get to know it. So I'm kind of reading the instructions here, and it's saying to create. Search the Cartesian coordinate system online for a quick refresher, and then it says construct a shape below using the hints. After this shape is created, use a text command to label the degrees that you use to construct your line. Alright, I'm asking you to email me on here, but I'd rather you just post it on Schoology, okay? And I'll probably change that a little bit there. I'm asking you to name the file, your last name, and then CAD 1 or last name Cartesian. That way I know what drawing it is. So I'm defining the plate first. It tells me that's a good thing to do first. So I'm going to go up here to define the plate. It says to make the plate 4x4, so 4x4, and a thickness of 1 inch. Alright, so, and then I'm going to make my X and my Y at 0, X and my Y at 0. And then I hit OK. So my plate is here, but I can't see it because I turned it off before. So now I'm going to go to Setup, Preferences, and I'm going to go View Setup, and I'm going to turn the plate on. Alright, next it says to set the grid at 1/4 inch. So Setup, Preferences, and I'm going to Grid, and I'm just going to type in 0.25. So the grids are exactly the same, the minor and major. They're just going to be, set on top of each other. So I'll probably put this all, maybe I'll do like a lighter black, so you can kind of see what you're drawing still. So I just picked 2 grays, and then I hit OK. So there's my grid. It says, construct the shape below. So it says all segments are 2 inches long, and then all segments are 45 degrees from each other. So one thing I could do to find the center real quick, this is I'm going to turn off this. I'm going to turn on the grid snap setting, and I'm just going to locate the center. So these are dummy lines that I'm going to get rid of in a minute, because if I leave them there, they're not going to be the right length. So that helped me find the center. So now I'm going to draw a line from that center point. Whoops, before I do that I have to turn on this. This is my input center. So I'm going to go draw a line from this point. So I'm going to start right here. I could also use the intersection button here. That might kind of help out. And I'm going to type in, it says 2 inches long at an angle of 0. So there's my 2 inch line at an angle of 0. Okay, and so now that I have my center located, I can delete these. Remember, I have to use the delete button, not the backspace button. So now I'm going to draw another line, and then I like to work my way around. So I don't have an intersection anymore. I just deleted that. So I'm going to use an end snap. So I'm going to do a 2 inch line at an angle of 45 degrees, and I hit OK. And now I'm going to come down back to this spot. I'm using this end button snap, and I do a 2 inch line at an angle of 90, so that's going to be straight up. And so now you can kind of guess. I'm going to add 45 to 90 to do the next one, and then I'm going to do the next one. You can kind of guess that. You add another 45 degrees, and then you add another 45, and then another, and you just keep working your way around. Now notice in mine, if I zoom in a little bit, see how that doesn't even reach a point? So when you hand this in, this shouldn't reach to that dot. If you did everything just right, it should be about like I have it there. Then I asked you to use the text button, and I wanted you to label what these were. So this was a 45 degrees, this one was 0 degrees. My text is kind of obnoxiously big right now, so I'm going to actually change it to a 1/2 inch. So if you could do that, that would be great. So I'm going to click back here to erase these ones. And I'm going to change this to a 1/2 inch, 0.5. I hit the tab button. So now I went 45. Oh, that's way better. All right, and this was 0 degrees, and this was 90. So, and then I might put my name on it. And then you have to finish it, right? I just did, about 25% of this, but you just kind of keep working your way around. So I'll do one more here. I'm going to do this angle over here. So I have to take 90 and add 45 to 90. So that's going to be 135. So my length is 2. My angle is 135. And there is that. So then I can put my text back. Now my text box, if I did everything right, I right click to break that off, by the way. It should be the same size still, so 135. So that's my angle there. And that's what I'm trying to get you to do. And then you're going to go Files, Save. Oops, I'm in a command. So I can't save when I'm in a command, so I have to hit Close. I go File, Save As. And then CAD Heiser. I just did that on my last drawing, and I'm going to replace it because now I actually have something. And then I'm going to find that file and submit it on Schoology. Okay, that gives you kind of a good hint on how to do the first one, number 1. So I'm looking for you to give that a shot. Give me your best effort on that.